Wolf, Zach Sauce, Kenna Vernon, and Katie Lusso are braving the elements. But first, we go to Stacey Ann Gooden in the Weather Center. Stacey Ann.
Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Isn't it just pretty just looking at these pictures? This is a scene earlier on out in East New York, and as you can see, snow is everywhere, and that'll be the case as we go through the overnight. 26 degrees for the overnight. Visibility down to at least 2 miles, less in some cases. Remember, you got a lot of blowing snow to have to contend with, so it's snowy, it's windy, it's icy out there. Still have that blizzard warning in effect. We also have that updated ticker that is at the bottom of your screen. We'll have that throughout the night, in fact throughout your day on Saturday as well. Coastal flood advisory, so watch out for flooding, especially during times of high tides. Here's a look at our headlines. Right now, snow continuing on right through the overnight. Expect blizzard-like conditions, icy conditions, especially if you're along the shore. Just don't forget, it could be flooding there. Expect another 4 to 8 inches of snow. And remember, we're on the lower end of the spectrum here in our borough. We already got a good helping earlier on in the day on Friday. Storm tapering off by 4 a.m. We'll have those snowfall totals. I know Mike Favetto will be here in the morning, and he'll update you with that as we go through the day on Saturday. So there's a look at our satellite and radar. The brighter colors, the blues, the purplish colors, that's indicative of the moderate snow that's coming down. Could get heavy at times as we go through the overnight. 26 degrees, wind-driven snow, so not fun to be driving in, guys. Definitely want to stay inside. It's going to feel more like 16 degrees. Winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with higher gusts. We're looking at gusts near 40 at times, which definitely adds to the madness. Taking a look at your high for Saturday, 34 degrees, windy and cold. Winds out of the northwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour, so those winds will still continue to whip around. As far as the totals, we'll have a look at that. We'll take you through our futurecast coming up in 9 minutes. Back over to you, Kevin.
Shoveling a lot of that snow out there coming up on Saturday. Let's go over to Stacey Ann right now.
Yeah, it's funny that you should mention it, Kevin, because even cleaning off my car, I had to put my back into it. So the snow is really heavy, and as those temperatures drop throughout the overnight, just think about how heavy it's going to be once you step out in the morning hours to clear off your sidewalks and clear off your cars. So just be careful. You could be lifting some ice along with that because those temperatures are expected to stay in the 20s, but it will feel colder with the wind chills. We'll be in the teens for that matter. Sunset Park, you can look closely at the snow cover. This is the fire escape here out in Sunset Park, taken by one of our viewers. And if you look closely, it almost looks like little ice pellets that came down. So really heavy snow, and it's continuing to intensify as we go through the overnight. We do have that wraparound moisture, no longer a rain sleet event. It's more like a snow event. We have some heavy bands, as you can see there, going across Connecticut down and towards portions of Long Island. We're all the way back here. We're not getting quite that intensity, but I wouldn't rule that out. We have some heavy bands coming through as we go a little bit further on in the overnight around the midnight hour to about 3, 4 o'clock before tapering off. So the darker the colors, that's indicative of the heavier the snowfall. So look at it. 10 to 11 o'clock in the during the overnight, heavy snow, and then we expect more heavy conditions as we go through around midnight, and then things start to clear out between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. So getting lighter. There could be some leftover flurries, leftover clouds. Those clouds will eventually start to break apart and clear out. We'll be left with sunshine. Another thing we're tracking, those wind gusts. We're going to be close to about 40 miles per hour as we go to the midnight hour, 41 miles per hour by early Saturday morning. And remember, during times of high tides, we'll be sharing those times with you. Watch out for flooding because there's that coastal flood advisory. Ali Wolf did talk about that as well. Taking a look, those winds will start to simmer down as we go through Sunday. So again, overnight, wind-driven snow, colder conditions, winds picking up into the 20s, close to 30s with higher gusts. We clear out for Saturday and Sunday, but more rain is expected by Monday. We top out at around 44 degrees. Another look at your forecast in 7 minutes. Kevin.
Thanks, Stacey Ann.